It's showtime, baby.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Friday night.
Friday night. Friday night reviews. Hey, you know what? Is this the first episode without Spidey in the background?
Oh, yeah.
I
You
think
took it down. Took her down.
yeah, let's take it down. It was time. Get a little light in this room. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Yeah, sometimes that cave life, that ain't good for you.
I prop my windows up, so the light comes in, and then when it gets dark, I like to put them down because I always feel like people might peek inside. I don't like that.
So I agree. At nighttime like this, there's probably people outside right now watching.
I don't like that. Yeah. So I keep them closed.
If you see figures, like in the blinds, or no.
If you're up this morning, when I was driving to work, dude, there was a magnificent moon set this morning as the sun was rising. Completely different subject than we normally want to talk about, but you know what? It's Friday night reviews, and I want to give that particular moonset sunrise combo a once in a lifetime. You got to see that shit at some point in life. I think that's the most, because it's like when the moon, because it's full tonight. It's full, so the moon's nice and full, and it's setting off. It's going down. The sun's rising up, and then it hits the moon. I feel like good enough that the moon turned pink this morning when it was setting, and I was like, "Damn, it's like a sunset almost." But it's the moon set. It's beautiful. I give it a once in a lifetime. Infinity stars.
Oh wow, that's an impressive review.
Yeah, that was great.
Wow, first review of Friday night reviews is a magnificent moon set.
All right, let's get into this WandaVision, because today's episode was
show. It's Friday night reviews.
Oh yeah.
And
we're getting right into her.
Right in.
Yeah, this episode was like, it's kind of like filling you in.
Episode 8.
Episode 8, filling you in on everything, but leaving you like
out on everything.
I want more. Basically.
I literally say it every Friday. That's what they're good at. That's what they're good at. Especially this episode. This episode, they literally said, all right, you want answers? Here's answers. They just dumped answers on us. I'm like, oh, thank you. But then they still didn't answer what I wanted them to answer. I'm like, God damn it. You're going to make me wait another week. Frustrating stuff, but at the same time, so exciting. I mean,
well, you know what this next week entails. It's the end.
It's the end.
We're in the end game now.
I'm excited.
As one man would say.
I have to say, one of my, and of course, as usual, spoilers.
Spoilers.
I'm slacking a little bit here. Here we go. Boom. All right. I enjoyed how they answered why sitcoms. Why is all of the sitcoms? And I'm really happy with the way they answered it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I feel like there are a lot of different ways that could have gone, and it could have been really fucking corny. They could have just been like, just because. But that landed. That went hard.
Well,
that was dope. I loved it. As soon as the dad came home and opened it, and I saw like the Malcolm, it took me a second, and then my brain caught up, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, and if you could see, it's like, to me, it's always been her coping mechanism. That's what they show throughout this episode.
That was my thing with this episode too. Is like, we're always talking about superheroes and the way they like kind of tell those stories and get people through things and stuff, and they're nailing this like tale of depression right now. Like, I really felt it in this episode. I was like, you know what? This bitch is depressed.
Well, and a lot of people also showed like, that to regular people, that's such a regular thing. Like, a lot of us do use movies, comic books, television to escape our reality. And it's like, here's a
think about that when they showed the scene where her and Vision
are
together after Age of Ultron,
Mhm.
and when she was watching it, I thought about how people are with like binging series these days and stuff like that, like with streaming and stuff. Like it really is like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Adventure Time has gotten me through major depressions.
Kim's Convenience, if we're shouting out. That put a smile on our faces and got us
Right.
time.
Just a little love, but no, I really enjoyed that scene, man. Vision hit that line that's like again one of the greatest lines I think the MCU's produced, where he said, "I think grief is just love persevering."
Yes, dude. I loved it. I thought that was great. That hit. That hit. That was a great way to start.
That to me, that's one of those that's like this. That just puts a whole new way to look at grief next time in my life if I'm ever grieving.
It really does. Like this. Oh my god! It's just honestly talking about it now is making me enjoy this episode a lot more.
Oh
'Cause
no, I mean this episode had some key great moments in it, and
I wasn't underwhelmed by this episode. I wasn't overwhelmed by this episode. I just kind
well,
of.
I mean, there's still some baller shit, like the fact that Wanda did not steal Vision.
Yeah, I
She
thought
just
that was dope.
straight up created a fucking new one. Like fuck you.
Well, and I got to remember what we talked about before, and now that we're live, uh, she, the Agatha thing. Throughout this whole episode, it was kind of like the whole comic book thing. Is she the bad guy, or is she an ally of sorts? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
See,
still.
I don't really see her now that we kind of see the whole picture. I don't really see Agatha as a bad person per se. I
Yeah.
just think she wants that power, and she's like, how the fuck did she do that? I'm gonna try to fuck with her and find out. And we got to where we are because I think she even said that in a line during this episode. She's like, I've been trying to push you to your limit to get you here. And she's like, yeah, because she's like, I brought your dead brother back. I thought that would do it, and that didn't even do it, basically. But one of the coolest things about this whole episode is like seeing all this stuff is like the ties that goes back in. The heart that Vision wrote, like
Oh my god, yes, dude.
where we'll grow old, V with a heart. But if you remember the very first episode, there's a heart on the calendar, and they both can't remember what the heart's from.
Oh my god, that's right.
And that's where it's from. It's the exact same red heart. And it's like, because when she brings him back to life right there in the house after she drops the paper, it flies off, and she creates the whole reality, brings them back. They're in the black and white, and presumably this is where they start the first episode.
Damn.
So, like, yeah, it was cool to be able to see these little things that tied back in to this episode. And like I said, a new vision, a new vision too. At the very, very end, you got to see that, which is crazy. Still, like I said, still so many fucking questions though. Walking out of this,
Who is he? What does he want? Is he dangerous?
oh, I think the new vision definitely is dangerous. I think the new vision definitely could be like an Ultron type thing.
True. There was the rumblings of Ultron coming back, and maybe
if that vision has James Spader's voice, I'd lose my shit.
I'm done.
I just
Yes.
but yeah, to presumably next week see probably Vision versus Vision.
Bring back Ultron.
Where's Doctor Strange? I feel like the Sorcerer Supreme should definitely know some fuck shit's going down if old ass Agatha Harkness knew some fuck shit was going down.
So here's the way I'm trying to view it, right? To like whittle down my disappointment. I'm preparing for disappointment next week on the series finale. Because like we said, man, it just feels like a lot. It just feels like they got a lot to wrap up in one episode. But who knows? Especially if it's like closer to an hour long, they could cover a lot of ground.
What if
But I like to view it as Doctor Strange 2 is like WandaVision episode 10. You know what I mean? Like that's the 10th episode.
Oh, yeah, and they're gonna leave some stuff open. Yeah, for sure.
and I feel like that's where I have to remind myself to level off that disappointment. Come next week when I watch
Well,
it.
and I feel like especially like the Monica Rambeau stuff, there's going to be a lot of openness to that story too.
Exactly, like a lot of stuff that I was really looking forward to, but should know that it's probably not going to pay off until other movies.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of stuff with Monica being later on in Captain Marvel too.
I mean, I'm sure we'll see her here in the end. Because again, we haven't seen her
Yeah,
since
all parties are coming to the floor. It's going to be a throwdown, bro. You know, it is because they said this. They said it was going to be like an Avengers level, just smackdown, and that's exactly what it's shaping up to be too.
Well, because you got to think of where we left. Vision was heading there to their house. So if Agatha's out there choking his kids,
fucking what's her face? Spectrum, Monica. I'm already calling her Spectrum. She's not even Spectrum yet.
I feel like next week's episode is just going to start off action, just action, action, action.
Boom, just out the gate. Just I'm very. I can't believe it. One more week.
I hope Dottie turns out to be Doctor Strange.
God, you'd love that. You would. But the thing is, I would love that. If that was the case, everything else you said, I reject all your other Dottie philosophy. But that one, I like that one. If Dottie is just like, by the way, swoop, like I'm Doctor Strange, I'd be like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye. I mean, like Agatha. I feel like Agatha would talk up Doctor Strange if she was around him. I don't know.
Doctor Strange is a powerful mind. He is the Sorcerer Supreme. Fuck
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, like, because with what we saw, because that's pretty cool that the episode did start off back in Salem, and
it was pretty cool.
With what we saw with her, it's like she fucked up just by wanting knowledge.
This whole episode also tied back into all of those commercials that we've been seeing.
Yeah, it did play through a lot of them.
What about this one with the claymation one, the Yo Magic, where the shark is feeding off of it? It's like, well, now we obviously know Agatha is that shark.
Yeah.
Of her magic, which is something I thought when that episode aired could be the case. But somebody pointed out like the fact that the kid withers away just like the witches do and stuff.
Yeah.
When they're drained of their magic. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she wanted to do that, but once they started shooting that magic beams at her, she's like, all right.
All right.
Either I die or I'm gonna absorb that shit. So, but I don't know, man. I'm hyped. Like I said, I'm hyped for next week's episode. We know. Come on, we know Doctor Strange has to show up at some point.
Dude, fucking somebody has to, because the thing is, I don't know. Somebody else has to. Like because I can't believe that Doctor Strange is the big cameo. You know what I mean? Like it's like we all know that Doctor Strange is coming to the fore. Like, but you know. I did see something, literally didn't even click on it. I just saw the headline, so I'm just spraying bullshit here. I literally just saw something that was like Al Pacino, Mephisto, question mark. I'm like,
okay.
Okay, here's somebody who's got a fucking idea. Here's somebody who's like, hey, that's something that's genuinely on a Luke Skywalker level. I'd be like, God damn.
Well, I'd just be like, where the fuck has he been this entire series?
Al fucking Pacino was the villain the whole time, man.
And stuff
like Doctor Strange.
Forget about it. I got you.
I'm paying for a whole 5 more years of Disney Plus. 5 more years of Disney Plus.
Watch this whole time. This whole time we're like hyped for Doctor Strange and shit, and he's just gonna be in like the post-credits scene of the next episode.
Oh, for sure. That'd be the type of shit.
Yeah.
That Marvel would pull, because Marvel's thing now is like, here's the thing, we're gonna pull these punches even more because we're giving you shit literally like every Friday.
Yeah,
it's just like, fuck, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, because it's just like it's that give and take. It's like, all right, because weekly content, you're gonna want people to talk. You're gonna want to keep people coming back.
You're gonna want us to engage.
I thought it was put very interesting to me. I saw it on YouTube somewhere, where somebody said that it generates a lot of business. And it's like, it's true. The business of talking about it, that's exactly what you and I do. You
No,
know,
I know.
that's what she was pointing out. I was just like, you know what? That's absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct. Like it is honestly becoming a job market of
Well, it does. It does for them too, though.
who
You got
talk
to think.
about Marvel stuff. You know what I mean?
But that's like why, like, oh, white vision in the mix now. Yeah, there's a whole new line of vision you can go sell now to people.
Yeah, not to mention those Funkos. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure one of those is on its way.
Like, where's that white vision at? I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Yeah, I noticed they put the Snyder cut ones out. There's like a 4-pack you can get. Yeah. I was like, of course they would.
Funko. I don't really have any. I had
I-
the keychain one, but
I fucks with them.
they're dope for decoration. I just don't have any. But what else happened in this episode of WandaVision we're talking about? It was cool to go through Wanda's life. Ooh, who do we have there? Is that Vision?
It's Archangel. One of my favorite X-Men.
No.
Yeah, when Angel goes Archangel, that's my shit right there. They did it in X-Men Apocalypse, but it was whack.
Yeah, X-Men did a few whack things over there at Fox.
Couple whack things.
It was always that third one, man. Something about the third movie was always a stumble.
Yeah, they didn't do good, but WandaVision doing good.
Doing great.
Doing great, man. Props to them for the story they've put together so far.
Loving it. I'm happy with the answers. I haven't rewatched it yet, so I still have my rewatch to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until it's all done.
Well, I'm trying to keep up at this point. Just rewatch every one, so that when I go through, I can say this is how many times I've watched the show.
I've watched every episode once, to my knowledge, so far.
If
And
I
then
watch,
when I'm done, that's what I said. Then I'm gonna go back and I think just watch it as a whole thing and see how I feel.
was it the end of episode 3 that Pietro shows up?
I think it's the 4th one.
No, because the 4th one is it goes back through the first 3 episodes because it's Darcy and Jimmy and Monica's point of view.
So maybe it's the 5th one he shows up in. Yeah, it's the 5th one, and then he's fully in the 6th one, and then in the 7th one, we only seen him in the post credits. And now we were on the 8th one, which we didn't see him in again.
I feel like I've actually ended up watching most of them like 3 times. Most of the episodes 3 times. I know for a fact I've seen the first 2 episodes. I probably watched those.
Because the 3rd episode, I believe, is when she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And she shoots Monica out at the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was the 5th one that he shows up at the end.
I'm really looking forward to going back and rewatching this whole thing when it's done. That's, you know what? That's why they give you the week. That's why they give you the week in between. It's like, because you know you're going to want to binge it. So here's one week of downtime, and then next week we'll reconvene. For those of you who did finish early, here's a symbol, the making of WandaVision, you know, and we'll see you next week.
You never know. Maybe it'll be this week. Maybe on Wednesday when I'm off, maybe I'll try to set aside 3 hours or whatever it would take and sit down and watch the whole thing up and then have the finale and just be like, let's go.
I think I'm going to wait until the finale to go back and rewatch all of it.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I wonder if I would have enough time to get off work, come home.
I mean,
we'll see. I'm thinking
big.
I'm thinking big. I'm thinking not watching the finale, but starting from episode 1.
I hear you. A little countdown, a little.
And then just going through then. So by the time I hit.
That'd be far more disappointing. But I don't know. That could be kind of fire. It could be kind of fire.
I'm sure by then I would know whether I should do that or no, because you'd either be like, "Holy fuck, dude," or you're gonna be like, "Ah," and I'm gonna be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I should watch the episode first and then rewatch the series.
Well, we've hit the 20-minute mark, so I guess we got to switch. We got to change.
We have hit the 20-minute mark. There has been um a good chunk of DC news that's been dropping here and there. That I've seen. The first one confirmed the character that everybody has already been talking about and pretty much knowing for the Snyder Cut movie as being Martian Manhunter, which he himself shared
Yeah.
a year ago, I believe. But so that's not big. To me, the biggest news has been two things that I saw today. One was that there was set photos from the Batman that came out that feature like actors in the background and stuff during a scene or whatnot. But there's two that quite stick out that are dressed as Wonder Woman and Superman, which kind of like presuming like kind of how life is and shit would be like, okay, so then in the Reeves Batman universe, there's a Wonder Woman and Superman.
Yeah. That is
So, and there's also set footage that shows like LexCorp shit, so that there's a Lex Luger.
well, I actually saw where they're making a new Superman movie with J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, that was the next piece of information. That the Dateline or whoever I don't know, whoever always comes to Deadline or something like that, whoever very credible source came out today and said that they're doing a reboot of Superman.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of rumors and stuff going around of them wanting a person of color to play Superman this go around. I mean, because I mean, the only bum thing with me is that Henry Cavill still is like adamant that he'd love to keep playing Superman.
I definitely understand that. I have nothing against seeing
No,
a person of color play Superman, but I am upset that Henry Cavill can't have like one more run. You know what I mean? Like just one more good, like he really got fucked.
but people are, but the rumor mill's now turning about this Reeves Batman maybe setting up to play some sort of new universe of Justice League eventually.
Yeah.
Because apparently Gail Gadot or whoever, she said that after the third Wonder Woman movie, she doesn't want to be Wonder Woman no more.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing. Marvel people are like, fuck, like keep me around forever. And DC's people are like, I'm out later.
kind of. So like, yeah, I did see Robert Downey Jr. was talking and they asked him if he'd come back and he was like, well, I mean,
he goes, shit.
He's like, I'm trying to change the world in my real life right now or something like that. But he didn't say no.
Right.
So you never know with that. Spider-Man is going big right now. Got all sorts of rumors of Doctor Strange floating around and Spider-Man. They keep asking old Tom Holland if the other guys are in it, and he's just deflecting left and right.
It's going to happen for either the next year or until the trailer comes out. Like, nah, man.
Saw a new picture of Tyrese Gibson and Morbius today.
What's going on over there?
Unscrewing my water. What?
So loud.
I was just unscrewing my water.
No, it was something else. It was that's funny. I was just unscrewing my water. I was like, it was blown out. And don't worry about it. Don't let it happen again. But don't worry about it.
I don't know what I did, so I don't know how to prevent it.
Don't just let it go.
Was that it?
No, that was me.
Oh. I don't know, man.
Words or something.
I'm all right with seeing the universe get rebooted, I guess.
What are you doing? What are you doing over there? It's so different right now. Like, you didn't do the whole show, but now it's like it's all staticky shit over there.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was just looking at my phone. Here.
See, now you're.
Now I'm better?
Yeah, that's better.
Sorry, bud.
Man, it was getting bad. I told you, I got a bum ear right now.
Apparently your ear just like, I don't like that.
No, I don't think anybody's ears would. I don't know. Apparently, you're not hearing it because it's on your end, I suppose.
I fixed it just in time for the end of the episode.
It happened just in time for the end of the episode, so we got to see that whole story arc play out. Yeah.
Magnificent Moon said, I just saw your comment there. It was, though. It was a pretty fucking dope one.
Walk outside and fucking keep this moon set.
Well, it won't be until the morning. Like, it'll be, I bet the moon will set when I'm going to work tomorrow again.
This moon rise, though. Like, even though the moon's probably risen.
I thought it said this shit in my apps.
In the meantime, we do have, it is Friday, and so our boy Humble G has a new video. And just like we did last week, we'd like to show you that video. If we can figure this out. Now we're about to see.
Why can't you just see what time the moonrise is?
Don't you hate that? Don't you hate when you can't figure out what time the moonrise is? So, here we have old Humble G. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to Chase and Shep as well. Hit up chaseandshep.com. This here is luxurious.
It's just different.
Luxurious. How you feeling? Luxurious. Why, thank you. Luxurious. How you feeling? Luxurious. Thank you. Where have we here? Where have we found a different kind of class? Says he skip the quick mad, take the patient path, or risk the bad, extra quick fast. That's why now I'm back at the pad. We got the lab with the pen in the pad, around the corner, bathroom with the task, gold spout jacuzzi, Picasso style paintings and Uzis, cause deconstructing weapons might explain something about the people who be making them, taking them now. Found good kids just to give them out, and they said what? Wow. They said it was a leg up in life down, a clown in crime town, middle America can't see below the fine line of poverty, broader than we want to believe, but to deny reality and hope it will change is the definition of insanity. Yeah, virtually or literally, life is a catch. No wait, they call it a trap. Yeah, we wrote, we ain't falling for that, yeah, we know. Pop culture reference, look it up, come and find me, he know. This ain't no place for a zero, not likely a hero, too humble for that. I stumbled, no cat, 8 lives spent, 1 left. I said no quick math, now they after me, thus the hat. Waldo with the snapback, bars and notebooks in the knapsack. And lines from nowhere, Montana, shit go hard as I be with Gwen and the banana. Don't be rude if you know the reference has some manners, and spell it out like, woo, go bananas. 217. Wait, what the fuck is the song about? Luxurious. Oh shit, that's right. Luxurious. How you feeling? Luxurious. Why, thank you. Luxurious. How you feeling? Luxurious. Thank you.
I'm off the top with the facts. I'm on top with the max. There's no panic, relax. Lay in hammock, take naps. I can hear the waves crack. During the night, the waves black. Neighbors can't see me, can't wave back. When I say I got a jet, I mean black. I'm so relaxed, gotta lean back. Stun, not mean that. You set the bar, I clean that. Built me a crib, I dream that. Man, what a plan, not scheme that. Ski lift top, now skiing back. 5-star telly, where the key in at. English, nah, we ain't speaking that. Live where people are weak in that. They be paying for the Kodak keys and bags. My blackjack goes really fast. Had a blast, case your ass, rasp task. Local jazz, local cash, local lab, local pass. It was bananas. Hey, BANANAS. Thank you.
Luxurious. How you feeling? Luxurious. Luxurious. How you feeling? Luxurious. Thank you. Woo! Go bananas!
About to get popped by security. Ain't that the I'm off the top of the facts. I'm on top of the facts. Take a pen, relax. Playing and take naps. Now you guys here to play crap. Win the day. Hey. Hey, hold up. Come on, Sash. You know what I'm saying? These are bags. Really fast. In case you ask, Rasmus has local jazz. Hookah lab. Hey. Hey. Hey, 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 that's.
I love how he's spelling bananas and shit there. I can't hear you. Are you muted? You're muted.
I'm muted.
I was like, am I fucked up?
Yeah. And I'm the deaf one. Yeah, this is one of my favorites of his for sure.
Yeah. No, they did good with that shit. I wouldn't have.
It's definitely my favorite part too. The beat.
I wouldn't have braved the weather like they was up there in Chicago, but
Damn fools for going to Chicago when they
great
did
footage.
filming. But shout out to Easy for doing the camera work on this one. He knocked it out of the park for a guy who's not a cameraman. Hey man, he likes to say he just had the best tool for the job. iPhone 12, Apple, where's that sponsorship at?
Holler.
Yeah, and G and Kashi's, man, you can tell that they're just having fun, man. It just G, the video brings a smile to his face. The video brings a smile to my face too. It was a lot of fun to edit.
Hell yeah, man.
And the fact that there's a lot that hit the cutting room floor too. Like there was a lot of fun stuff in that video. So
Maybe it'll cut into other videos. Who knows?
there's a Friday night review of my editing job. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I liked it.
I think it was good, brother.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, no, bro.
Honestly, I say thanks to Easy, and for G and Kashif for making such a dope song.
Right.
Or go check it out, humblyg.com. It's launching soon, and it looks nice. It looks lovely, and that's thanks to our boy Rio. It says chaseandshep.com down there, and that will eventually lead you to Collaborate Media Collective when we upgrade, which is going to happen soon. It's Friday night, and February is coming to a close, so we should probably address this now. Next week, schedule is going to be a little different because it's season 3. Season 3 starts next week.
Next week, or is it? I thought it was a couple weeks.
Honestly, I feel like it snuck up on us.
I think
snuck up on us a little.
No, I think it's a couple weeks. I think we was waiting until the WandaVision was done.
No. Unless we want to wait a week, I guess. But I looked up spring break, and it would start this next Monday, and we do our 7 days, 7 slaves, because it would go March 1st through 7th. So
see, when I looked it up, it was the different.
Don't put that on your calendars yet, folks.
When I looked up spring break 2021,
I think it was like
it's the 7th through the 14th, my guy.
See, we're getting conflicting information.
In the United States, most colleges and university will occur this year between March 9th to April 1st. The 2 peak weeks of the week. That's what I was looking at. I was looking at a peak week, March 7th through 14th, because I got it written down on my Google Notes. I got to get written down March 8th through the 14th.
Well, shit. So I don't know. Are we doing shows next week, or are we doing season 3 next week? I was planning to start season 3 next week.
I mean, we can low key start it like on a soft reboot because it's only just minusing one show out.
True.
So
Well,
I mean,
call it 2.5. A little Chase and Shep 2.5 for you.
a little sneaky peek of season 3 next week, and then we gotta take a fucking week to ourselves, bro. We gotta go on spring break. Okay, that's what we were just discussing. The peak weeks the 8th through the 14th. So let's fucking do it, man.
Okay, so not start
and then we'll start season 3. So season 3 can officially start. Let me get back to my calendar.
Similar to our season 1 to season 2 transition. There might be a little season 2 stuff that starts happening. Well, in this case, there'd be a little season 3 stuff happening before season 2. So yeah, like you said, a little soft reboot.
Season 3 can start the day after daylight slayings time, which would be March 15th.
What did you say? March 16th?
March 15th would be Mental Health Monday.
March 15th. March 15th, season 3. Hard open for season 3. March 15th. I gotta write that shit down. I'm gonna forget that.
Sneaky peek before that.
It's like a soft open. It's like you're gonna start seeing some stuff over the next week or so. Soft open. Soft. And then we're gonna take that break.
And then get back into it. Hard. So hard.
So fuck it. Well, either way, we'll see you tomorrow. Super Saturday.
Peace. Smooch.